We are all familiar with the struggle LGBTQ members have had throughout American history when it comes to sexual and gender expression. And rights for this community have not only been addressed but celebrated in recent years. But do people really accept gender non-conformity in conventional society? Society may acknowledge these individualistic people and grant them basic human rights, but in reality, we set these people apart from ourselves and place them in a category that ordinary people deem taboo. Drag queens, for example, a subgenre of entertainers historically known for their seeming attempts to mimic the female form. This, however, is far from the truth.
And why? But drag is about really making fun of identity. It's a lot of times, like myself, little boys who didn't fit in here, didn't fit in there, and then once we thought, I'm smart, I can figure this out, I'm gonna fit in somehow. Once I studied the way society is and how people put on these roles, I realized it was all a game, it's all an illusion.
These people manipulate the boundaries of gender in order to create a statement about how rigid our society's perceptions of attraction truly are. Most people wouldn't see a queen as a confident, creative person. They see the prejudices associated with that image due to the nonconformity being presented.
Drag queens, we don't identify with any gender. We say it's the party over here. Let's just have some fun. It's not that serious.
For some people, toying with the concept of gender and sex is a career and an art form. For others, breaking the boundaries of gender is essential to maintaining identity.
I started testosterone my sophomore year in high school, and that was one of the most exciting points in my life because I started a new high school, new people, fresh start, and my voice was low.
The transgender community is one of the most loathed LGBTQ+ groups because the idea deals with more than just expressing a different sexuality, because the concept is one that deals with both sexuality and gender.
I got bullied a lot. There was just a group of guys that just really didn't like me. They went to the head of my high school and said that they weren't comfortable with me changing the boys' locker room.
People are so uncomfortable with the idea of someone else's need to transition from one sex and gender expression to another that they feel manipulated and lied to due to the boundaries these people are breaking in order to be themselves.
Okay. So on that score, you would date me, wouldn't you?
Not if you told me you was trans.
No, I'm not telling you I'm trans. I'm a woman.
A
So
woman,
you-
yeah. A woman.
You're a black man or a male who just decides that you want to be with women, don't let someone shame you into being with a damn tranny. I hope anyone wouldn't be so wishy-washy or whatever to be conned into that.
When trans people want to be seen as either a man or a woman, we evidently see them as undesirable and abnormal versions of their sex. People who, by association, degrade our own standing as normal people within society due to their variation.
He's saying trans women aren't real women. 'Cause they're not?
Because you're a freak show. And that's the way they see you. They don't respect you.
This vision of confused or broken people is also fixed on those who ask society not to label them as any gender.
Be switching between a boy and a girl, that's cool. But I think at the end of the day, you really need to pick one.
Gender-fluid individuals are blatantly targeted for their physical or behavioral androgyny and are commonly marginalized simply by stating that they do not want to act a certain way just to feel accepted or attractive in contemporary society.
Am I the only one that noticed this androgynous girl looks like an autistic ostrich?
At the end of the day, I think you need to pick what you want to be, and maybe it's not your favorite one, but I think you just need to pick. Most of these people, they don't really want to do that. They just kind of want to be gender fluid. They want to be whatever the fuck they want to be that morning. I don't know. I just feel that that's kind of selfish in a way.
This need to define one another based on traditional standards of gender roles also carries into homosexuality. The terms we use to define a certain type of gay man or woman based on their behavior being either more masculine or feminine is common and rarely an adequate way to capture anybody's actual behavior.
How I am perceived as I walk through the world. I'm punished every single day for being, as the great Hannah Gadsby says in Annette, an incorrect woman.
People in general ask us, like, who's the dominant, trying to understand, like, how... Who's the dude? Yeah, who's the dude? I
refuse to say that my identity is also about masculinity. It's not. There are lots of different types of women in the world, and I want to fight for the right for there to be lots of different women in the world.
And I think, like, that's, I guess, why I go back to labeling, is that I think as soon as you start to kind of put those labels and requirements on yourself, then you're not open to changing and being flexible.
You know, when lots of people say to me, oh, why do you want to look like a man? I really want to ask them the question, Why is it so hard for you to see me as a woman?
All of these people battle with the degradation of their image in the face of a society in denial. Human rights in the face of the law may have been established for these individuals, but the fight to establish identity, to challenge traditional gender norms, goes on. These people are fighting for their right to be seen as an
I'm going to
individual
have fun
rather
with it.
than the gender
I'm
they
not
are
going to
pressured
take
to
this
perform in.
image or this identity too seriously.